Hello, everyone. This is Thomas Pepin, NHL Talk. I'm Thomas Pepin, and let's play some NHL. Just give me 1 sec. I want to make sure that my audio is working because everything's not sounding as it normally would. Yeah, so it is okay. Um, sorry, yeah, I had to blow into the mic because it was not picking up smaller sounds. And I know that the controller just had a recent software update. So I don't know, maybe it's changed where it's not as sensitive or I don't know. Anyways, doesn't matter. So, now I forget my usual intro. So we're continuing the franchise mode series where I've taken over the Toronto Maple Leafs. We're on season 21, episode 1. So only have, I guess that's 5 seasons left or something. Um, and so currently we sit at 10 Stanley Cups in 20 seasons, which is exactly on my target of 50%. Um, so I was a bit late because I was starting to consider my next series. I know I've spoken about it before, but the plan is to do an expansion team. And I was playing around with setting up the team and stuff. So that delayed me. But anyways, so what I was going to get at is uh, next series, of course, I'm going to try to increase um, my expectations, my goal, so to be better than 50%. So hopefully I can finish at 50%. Well, since it's an odd number, I would hope that I would be just slightly above 50% for this series. And then next series, I mean, it would be nice to try to win a Stanley Cup every season. I think it's uh, theoretically possible given what I've done so far. Um, Probably not realistic, but yeah, we'll try to beat this record next time. Anyways, so getting ahead of myself, but we are doing the setup for the season. Um, and that's all like the management stuff, so not maybe as exciting. But I guess if you're watching franchise mode, all of this stuff would be equally exciting anyways. So, um, yeah, so let's get to it. I think I might have started some stuff, um, but it's been a bit. Oh, and sorry for canceling a few streams last week. Just some things came up. Um, so, yeah, I did do all this. No promotions I have to do. All right, so which are the worst teams? I was going to say it's funny seeing some of these teams that were powerhouses and are now bad, but I guess you know what? Every normal franchise has ups and downs. We just don't have ups and downs. So, like Anaheim was a good team for a while in this, but now they're kind of mediocre. Who was that? Carolina. Dallas, maybe. Nashville's really hit and miss. Not quite. Philly's definitely bad, and I think we own their first pick, if I remember correctly, which is great news. Seattle. Ooh, Winnipeg's bad. Yeah, they're all pretty equally bad. Um, so what do we have? We have Carolina and Philly. That's what we're hoping for. All right. So, oops, promotions. What, nobody for the first 2 months? For the first 3 months? Um, well, we're gonna have to pick some people. Let's do it's January 18. Nashville, Dallas, Dallas. Oh wait, no. No, we'll do Nashville. Mm, man, where are all the teams? Detroit, Tampa, nobody's bad there. Huh. So I guess we'll have to do Islanders. So Islanders. At, T-shirt. So I just alternate between the two things, bobbleheads and clothing, apparel, whatever. Pucks, and we still have too much to spend. T-shirt. Hmm. Oh, I don't even know where to put it. Guess. I don't know. Whatever. I don't think it matters that much. Um, on that note, though, should I switch the second team I have first round for? Carolina versus Dallas. Pretty much the same versus Nashville. Nashville's worse. What's their goalie like? Good. Oh, and that's maybe I looked at this before. And Carolina didn't have a good goalie, so that's maybe it. Um, anyways, we'll still double check. Seattle. What's this? Whoops. Wrong button. Winnipeg. That's a good goalie. So then Yeah, just because of goaltending, but it's really close between all the teams. Um, so yeah, we'll just leave it as is. All right, next up, promotions. It's all good. All right. So this is 196, 340, 452, 635, 196, 340, 452, 635. Sleeve there. Nobody forgot to extend, I don't think. Oh, I have a note for me to, yeah, so I'm gonna have to sign 4 more players. Uh, let's do that first, I guess. Oh, wait. Um, well, people without contracts who are free agents fully. So I'm just writing them all down in order. And then whoever I can get, I'll get. I'm hoping. I pressed down, you stupid. I'm hoping that they won't be one ways. I'm gonna sign all the people that are not one ways from that list. Okay, so Perso. Should have maybe written down there overall, but too late now. Save was one of them, I'm pretty sure. Marchi was another one. I think that's one of them. That's three. Was one of them as low as 76? I think so. But I can't remember which guy it was. I should have written it down. Kunitz? Yeah, let's just uh, go for him. I think that's it. So good enough, anyways. Um, it's 10 players, sign four more players. I can erase that. So we still have one guy we need to trade for from Washington. And again, we're going to get a few games out of the way before we do that. So our reputation doesn't get hurt because we're going to be trading guys we just signed this off season. So we got a delay on that. Um, we did send everybody to junior, I believe. Or the AHL, whichever is applicable. Yes, 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 yes. He has to play good. And the rest is all NHL. Um, so that's good. So we can do our lines now. So we have a draft at the moment. All right. Is line one our best line? I think it still is. So Layden, Moss, and Renz. Savage, Throwfall, Carney. Then I was gonna say it's kind of a it's not really a problem that we have so many good players at the moment. It just has to do with people getting good ice time. Thankfully, some of these guys are straight rookies, so maybe they don't get quite as much to start. Trevika was okay. Oh, yeah, he's a rookie too, right? Yeah. Okay, so what do we have here? Sniper, power, sniper, 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 playmaker. So line one needs a playmaker, preferably, which we don't have. And line two can have whatever. Um, so then it's just going to be whatever the game says works best. So Galchenyuk and Trevika. Galchenyuk's not a good fit. Who's the other guy? Can't remember. Turgeon. He's the right wing. Okay, so I guess it's going to be those two. Turgeon shoots right. Troika shoots left. Rams is right. Leighton left. Leighton's a sniper. If he shoots right, we want a right pass, preferably. So then put Turgeon up. Also, he's a power forward, so then maybe the combo of two power forwards is not bad. Okay, and then Leighton can play on his off wing. Can someone else do face-offs actually? Because if Moss could go to the right, that would be okay. Trevika could. He's 90, he's 84. Hmm. Yeah, you know what? Just have the better players up front. I'm gonna do this instead. Then these guys can play on their correct sides. I think that makes more sense. So then Moss is gonna set up Renz. Alright, and then that means Galchenyuk and Cordnall. Oh, they're already there. Left shot, left shot. Shooter on this one, I think, is Savage. Savage shoots left. We want a left pass. Perfect. Connell can play his off wing. And I guess Turgeon's going to be the one missing out. So Trevica, Renz, Moss, Leighton. Oh, I might actually switch that up. So Moss, Renz, Trevica. Um, so it's just the formation. I think a right shot can pass backwards to a right shot. I think that works. Yeah. Do that. Relfall, Carney, Savage, Galchenyuk. And what was he was first overall? So it's just debating on he was fourth overall. Just who's gonna miss out. I guess it'll have to be. This guy's theoretically gonna be better, but who knows? Then this is Carney, Savage, Carney. Um, Penalty kill. So Moss and Renz usually play together. Guess we'll do reverse order. So then that means 749. Yeah, I think we'll put Trevika first. And Turgeon's actually good. So Trevika and Turgeon, and that also keeps them together. Carney's really good. So is Threlfall, and so is Savage. That's tough. 749. One, two, seven. Let's do. So what I think I'm gonna do is we'll do Carney and Savage, and then for the three-man unit we'll play Threlfall. So then they all get ice time, and it's more critical to win a face-off on a 5-on-3, 4-on-3 penalty kill than it is on a 5-on-4. So I think that makes sense. So Savage, Carney. Okay, then for three, it's going to be Threlfall here. Then Rens, hopefully. Nemechek, Sarno, Colton, Bruin. Hmm. Whoa. Is there not anybody that works with these guys? Jeez. Anybody. Cordell. Well, he's good defensively. Can he do face-offs? Good enough. Otherwise, he's not getting much ice time, so it's not the end of the world. Of all people, though. Thrill fall, yes. Rens, yes. All right, so for one, it is Rens. Two is Thrill fall. Carney. Savage scored more. You know what? Oh, wait. I just remembered. So because we are strongest on forward, weakest on D, we'll actually go three forwards, one D. So that solves that problem. So that means Leighton goes there. Threlfall, Carney, Savage, then Vika, Galchenyuk, and what was the other guy? Turgeon. Who should... Yeah. And then for D, who should we put? So we'll go worst to best, to go with best to worst for the forward lines. Who would that be then? Don't think it's Bachman. 25. Yes, Nemechek, Sarno, Kultanen. So then, oops, wrong one. We'll go Kultanen, Sarno, Nemechek. Who was it here? Oh, whoops. Nope. Man, we're looking good this season. I think this is by miles our best team. Uh, our D's not as strong though. Yeah, it's tough to say because the thing is, so if you can just be so dominant offensively that your defense doesn't matter, which is the whole concept of my strategy to begin with, um, then I think theoretically you're going to be a better team. But I don't know. It's tough. Ideally, we'd have better D though. And once we get that other guy, I think, I think we'll be our best team yet, but it's going to be close. All right, so it goes Rams, oops, Savage, I think, Moss, oh, Moss and Savage, and Thrill Fall, Vika, 35 goals. I think that's our fifth best. Isn't that a luxury when your fifth best scorer has 35 goals? It's not bad. All right, and then our previous year's rotation we'll start with minus whatever his name is that we got rid of. Mikanov. Uh, Dolan is he supposed to be? Yeah, man, he's not bad. All right, lines are done. Let's go save that. I think I already did trading block, but I guess I did not. Man, this thing's so annoying. I wish it didn't fill it in all the time. Thankfully, it's just, I mean, it happens multiple times that you have to erase it, but to get it to where I want it to be, it's not that bad. Right, headlines. Might as well do captains now. They should still be the same. Fall, Leighton, Rams. Is that right? I think so. Why Leighton? Is that right? Fall, yes. I guess, yeah. He signed the other long-term contract, and I think he's been good enough. Plus 50 is pretty good. Um, And I hope his penalty minutes go down because that's far too much. If it doesn't, we might have to trade him because like that's uh what's the word I'm looking for? Well, it hurts the team, but there's a word I was looking for. Um, Anybody else? I guess not. It's gonna have to be those three. Where's Renz? He has. Oh yeah, 3 years. Okay, I thought it was like 2 years. That would have been bad. Okay, that's fine then, I guess. Oh shoot, I did something wrong. I just realized. So I put regular season pricing, not preseason pricing. My bad. Oops. Okay. 88, 281, 403, 574. Okay. All right, and then now my least favorite thing to do is assigning scouts. All right. Oh, so we have to prioritize by the draft class. That's odd from the Extraliga. Is that Hungary is the flag? I think it is. Hmm. Interesting. All right, so I guess Extraliga we got to prioritize. NLA too. A weird start. Two people for NLA, two for Russia. So Extraliga, NLA, and Russia will start with. We should have an A something for Extraliga, yeah. Bliznak, Adriana. The only person. Maybe we lost our scout that used to do that. In which case that would suck. But thankfully, we at least have one person. I think it, if I remember what I just saw, was A. Ooh, we might use this guy instead. Okay, so Wesley Bliznak. Yeah, this person's more useful at some other odds and ends, so I think it makes more sense to this than that other guy. Extra Liga. And this person's pretty much only good at NLA, so you can go there. Russia. Can go there. Wow, a lot of Russians. Well, I guess maybe not so much. Enough. Um, then from there, I think I'm going to prioritize our NHL scouting. So we just lost one guy to, who was the guy that went to Extraliga. So now, what, one, two, three, four. Oh, the other guy's AHL. Anyways. Um, so this person has to go to Metro. Oh, I thought for a second that solved everything, but we're missing, so there's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So we need one more NHL scout. Pacific Atlantic only. So yeah, we'll do that. Okay. This guy's only Metro as well, eh? Okay. Central Atlantic. Central only. Pacific only. So we need one Pacific or one Atlantic, because this guy can do either or one Central, I guess. Maybe. Um, so many moving parts. Let's see what we have. Pacific, so he could go direct to Pacific. I think that's going to be best, actually. Maybe. I think Metro's already locked up. Yeah, that's the last guy. So then it was this guy. I guess goes to Pacific, and then that's everybody. He's already done. That means he does that. So I don't know if doubling up on scouting in the NHL makes the quality of your scouting better. No idea. Um, that's the reason I do it. And well, as you've seen previously, I'm only drafting the first overall pick, uh, and only if they're a franchise player. So really, that scouting's not all that important as long as I cover every region that has players in the top 30. That's kind of all I need to do anyways. So, um, yeah. So anyways, that's the rationale. Okay, so those two are done. He's done. He's not. Done, 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 and about to be done. Yeah, I focus on 17 to 27 because that's pretty much all I'd be targeting for trades anyways. So we're good there. So we have Russia, Extraliga, NLA. Let's see what else we have to scout. So we know W already. So W, W again, Q, W, Q, East, Liga. WQ East Liga. man, he's not good at anything. Guess you're gonna go to OHL. I guess maybe you could have gone to West, and I forget if West was one of them. Oh, there's nobody from the O, so that works fine actually. And what a weak year for the OHL. I guess that's 2042, so you never know. Liga. Guess we can do that next. Oh shoot, wrong button. There we go. Liga. What else did I need to do? Oh, WHL. You're good at Central. You're good at East. Did I see somebody from the East? I can't remember. Oh, you're good at West. You're good at a few things. I think this one. Oh, I thought we had. So that was Central. I think one of them was. Wasn't one a Central? No, not an A plus. All right, let's go look then. East, West, East, West. No Central, it doesn't look like. Maybe Central. Yeah, I guess Central too. East, West, Central. There's SHL as well. hold up on this one, I think. Maybe that extra league I should have sent somewhere else. Yeah, West would have been the only other option. Is there anybody in ICE? No. Um, I shouldn't have done that then. Where else can you go? Anybody in DEL? Not even close. Whoops. So then I will, after they get there, send them right back. Okay, so then that means that Wesley goes to West. You go to West as well. Oh, I guess you're gonna have to go to West. Oops. Then we have West covered. You can go to Central. You can go to Central. East. Hmm. Okay, done. I think we're actually gonna just leave both of them in Extraliga. Oh, in which case I have to change this scouting. We'll deal with that in a sec. East or Central. West is done. Q's done. O's done. That means you're gonna have to go to East. And if you go to East, then guess you go to Central. Then you stay in the W because we don't have anybody in the W. And actually, there's tons of people for the W. Way too many, actually. So you're going to Central? Yeah. So we should have everything covered now, I believe. Um, oh, yeah, we're going to change this. So we'll do. Oh, wait, no. Let's do skills. And I guess that's not bad, anyways, because we're doubling up on the one with the first overall expected person in their start, anyways. I forget what that means. I mean, it's that they're most important, but uh, what does it say here? Scout recommendation. So whatever they're going to turn out being, it's probably going to be good. And on top of it, they're first overall. So I wouldn't be surprised actually if they turn out being a franchise player. At the very least, they're probably going to be a very high end player. But if it's not a franchise, we might not draft it. I don't know. We'll see how it all goes. All right, so we should have everything covered. So if you're following with me and you don't um, use this technique, maybe it's something you can consider. So you can see underneath the image of the head in the top leftish corner, it says currently being scouted by, and then the name of the scout. So what I do is I just go down the list, and as long as that spot's filled with somebody, that means that I've scouted everybody correctly. So there shouldn't be any blanks until like 30-ish, if any. And there might not be any all the way to like 60, but we'll see. Pretty sure it's all covered. Or, well, at least most things. There might be like one stupid miscellaneous one, world or something stupid. No. So literally everything's covered from all those assignments. Now, I didn't do it perfectly, and I guess in the end I didn't need to move anybody again. So it's as good as I've done, I think, maybe. Um, cool. So that's one of the most annoying parts. I think I'm done all the prep work now for the season. Um, where are we at? Let's see. Lines. Free agents are done. Yeah, cool. So we are done all the stuff. Um, actually, I'll do that in a sec. That's annoying. Whatever. Right. So is our other goalie in junior, I guess, right now still? He must be. Um, 'Cause yeah, isn't he 19? He is. Okay. I guess theoretically we could sign a guy. Should we sign a guy for 1 year just to give us a better AHL team? Yeah, we really should, because we'd be throwing the AHL team under the bus, and we've got a bunch of guys developing. That would be really dumb to just leave. And so, since we couldn't sign those other guys, we might as well find some sort of functional goalie, or maybe even two goalies that, yeah, these guys are both good. We could do 1 year for each of them. Um, so this guy's story, actually, you know what? He could develop into a starter. So we will, oh, will he do two-way? Yes, okay. So we will sign just 1 year? Yeah. Yeah, and then we retain his rights because I don't know if you noticed when you flip it, it goes to UFA. So go for him. To be honest, I don't really like either of these goalies that much, but how is he? Decent young guys? Nah, not quite. If they're a fringe starter somewhere around the 70s, I'll consider. No, fringe starters, 70s, maybe. Kavanaugh. Yeah, I guess we'll go with him. 21. Yeah, why not? Let's try him. All right. Because, yeah, I'll show you. We've got a bunch of guys developing in the um, AHL, and we definitely don't want them to have a garbage team. They're at the moment pretty good. I think that's it. Yeah, Oh yeah, that was away. Never mind. Sweet. Um, yeah, let's just do this first. There we go. So now our new goalies are in their spots. All right, so let's see. Pricing's pretty darn close already. That was away, I think. That's, whoops. So I'm just trying to get through the preseason pretty quickly because, to be honest, it doesn't really matter all that much to me. We're on game 6, so it should be in. Yep. We are cap compliant, I believe. Should double check. Yeah, that's cap space. That was a home game, I believe. All right, and so now we evaluate our goalies to figure out who's going to be our starter to start the season. So clearly not Barrett. I know T2 is not that good either. I'm assuming Ness is not that good either. 903. So we'll use the same rotation as last year then. So Gosselin starts, Ness second, and the other guy was in the AHL, but he'll go third. Um, and before we do that, let's save. And I think we will have passed enough time in order to do the trade of our depth guys that we signed just for the purpose of trading to go pick up that guy from Washington, Kaminsky, wherever he is. Nope, wrong guy. That's the right guy. He's done well in the preseason. Lots of ice time too, so he must be playing. Could be on the first line with them. So pretty cheap to pick up in a trade. How many years? Yeah, it's 1 year left, unfortunately. So hopefully we can trade for him and then um, extend. We'll see very shortly, but um, now what are we going to use to trade? So what do we? So this guy for sure we don't care about because his potential is horrendous as well. So in all likelihood, he's not going to be all that great, but somehow he has good trade value. So he's good to go. Otherwise, I guess the low overall guys probably good options. They have no space. We have picks, couple. We should probably be able to do it with those two picks, but we'll shouldn't even bother adding, but just in case. Okay. Hopefully with these two, should be able to get it done. So then maybe we won't even need to trade those guys, but then we'll use those to replenish the picks that we're just about to trade anyways. So same difference. No. Okay, so then we will have to. Does anybody want this guy? No. So then we will package you with some other garbage. Wait looks like a good choice. Anybody else? No. And I don't think anybody's going to want weight either. So somewhere space for two players. They're not at the cap, so this looks okay. Oh, we could trade up to a second. What? I guess they don't have the space. Everybody's over the cap? What's going on? Pretty low value first. Geez, if we could get it first, I would take it. See if we can. No way. Um, I don't know if I even want to um, trade away this first, because like, what if it really goes up in value, which in all likelihood it will. Ah, see, that's another thing I maybe could do. So I, right at the start of the season, find all these teams with these low value first round picks, pick them up because they can't get worse. They can only get better. So you know what? That's actually a pretty smart idea. And then I get free trade value for nothing. So I will, in fact, implement that new strategy now. So before I go and uh, trade for that guy, I am going to see what other firsts I can get. So I mean, it is for a future year, but so if as long as you get it within the well, the current or next season, then the trade values tend to adjust together. So, or at least close enough together. So that's something. Who else? Well, I could just go back for their first for this year. But I guess, well, the thing is if you get from two separate teams, then that gives you multiple shots. So Chicago is the other one, or at least one other one. Chicago's not that great of a team. And they have space for the players. Wang is a guy we wanted, right? Yeah. Mitchell to Downey, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Dermot, I don't think so. Oops. Actually, you know what? Yeah, actually, we'll try. No. Who else can we get rid of? Persod. Lack. I think that's for sure gonna go through. Let's take this guy off. Add some back. third. Guess that was dumb because we had a third already there, but yeah, it's neat finding these other little so it's stuff that I already knew. So for example, about um, first round pick and how it starts off low. I've known about that, but I didn't think about incorporating it into the strategy to build assets. There's all these little tweaks that I keep finding to improve. And I mean, this is the thing. So not having owned this for or owned an NHL game for like 10 years, I'm a bit rusty on all this. Come on. You know you want to. Is Henry any good? He's actually quite good. I'm not going to trade him. Almond is not important. Can't believe this isn't going through. So there we go. All right. Anybody else with cheap first round picks? Oh, and that's another thing. I did it kind of without thinking. So, okay, so if you picked up the first round pick, excuse me, from this year, as part of the strategy I just mentioned, it has the chance of increasing in value by the greatest amount. However, um, the negative is that it's this year, and then I guess there's not really much of a negative. You can just defer and trade it to somebody else for an equivalent value first round pick the following year. But anyways, what I was getting at is by getting the pick for next year, it gives you 2 years. So you don't have the same fluctuation in value probably. It can still go up by a chunk, just maybe not the maximum, but it's probably not going to go up to the maximum anyways, which is kind of why everything I was just thinking there. Um, yeah, anyways, why going for a year in the future kind of makes more sense. But anyways, I guess I'm more thinking out loud than I am saying anything interesting. Um, Oilers also have a low value first. What else can we trade? You don't want anybody else. Okay, so we won't bother with you guys. This one as small as these. Somebody else has that Islanders pick. I can't remember where it was. I know I already saw it not too long ago, but can't remember where it was. I think that's more value. Yeah. Got the Tampa. Where was it? Yeah, see that Pittsburgh one used to be one of those same things like the value right now. It used to be like that, and then now you see that they shot up. So in that case, I don't think we got all that great of value from those, but um, yeah. Anyways, where did I send these Islanders ones? There it is. Oh, but it's worth more. So the only other one I think is Edmonton. So in this case, just for purposes of getting the trade I want, I will take a current year first round pick using some of our guys that we're going to get rid of. I should be able to get that first round pick with what we want to trade. I hope. No, they want everybody we don't want to get rid of. So what was the other team? It was Tampa. Does Tampa want? Oops, any of our guys? No, they basically want the same thing. But uh, since we're already here, we might as well. Yeah, and they have space too. Okay, so we want Lane can go. Almond can go. Who else? Kozlov can go. Brody. Should be able to get this trade after the next person we add. So we're gonna keep Henrique, playing Downey Mitchell, Tan. We're keeping Colton, Martin. He's pretty good. Stupid thing. Sweet. All right, now we should be able to get that guy from Washington. would be extremely surprised if we couldn't. Oops. No way. I'm surprised. They don't have space for stupid thing. Means we're gonna have to trade some other guys to get to put value all in one spot, and then hopefully the combination will be enough. So we'll get rid of Lane. Um, wasn't Dano pretty close to good? Dolan is great. This guy is not. Anybody want these guys? No, of course not. What can we get? Third round pick, probably for sure. Let's go for 2/3 or a second. No. Man, pretty brutal trade, but at least they are probably going to want the third pick, so the first and the third is probably enough. Yeah, see how they want that third? So in all likelihood, that's going to be good enough. I'll still try to get some sort of reasonable return. But odds are it's going to be the first and the third for the defenseman and nothing else. Yeah, I figured. Okay, so at least we got our guy. Save that. And the timing's right because now we can use him for the last preseason game. We can adjust all our lines to incorporate him now too. Uh, but before we do that, we're going to try to extend him, which I would assume he's probably going to be too expensive because almost always everybody we want to get is too expensive. Is he down in the AHL right now? the cap space for him. Weird. Uh, Now he should show up. He doesn't want to extend with us. He wants far too much. 7.88 million for him. He is extremely rare. How has he done so far? Very, very well. So left shot, plays both sides. What's his line fit? Because at 8 million, I could justify a semi-high contract, but he has to fit well. He does. So, what he's asking for that 3-year thing. Oh, do I have the space? Did we extend anybody? Did. So, how much is eaten up? So what comes off the books? So 9 comes off the books. 10 comes, well, so it's basically 2 million difference. We have 10 million in cap space. I think that means we can sign him. I think. Well, because we were gonna also sign Martins, I think. Well, it's not gonna hurt us to try, and then if it doesn't go, then whatever. So 8 million times zero point 0.9 is 7.2. That's totally reasonable for this guy. It locks us into some guy that's good for 3 years at least. So I'm okay with that. So 8 times zero point 0.9. Ooh, that makes him a UFA though. No, let's do 2 years and then we control his rights and we have more ability to trade him. And the cap hit's going to be lower. So 7.8 times zero point 0.9 is 702, 7025. Rounds up. So I don't know with the cap space if we actually have the space to extend them, but we're going to try and hopefully it works. Okay, so I can get rid of that. Get rid of that. And then I should sign more guys, but I won't do it yet. We'll deal with that shortly. So first, let's edit the lines. Uh, who? So Licht comes out. He comes in. 37 versus 31. So Kaminsky's going to go up. Oh, he can play right. What if we do that? Let's try this out. Okay. Oh, wait, no, it's Colton and Kaminsky. Bruin. Why did I do that again? Now, can we do... Still no. That's annoying. Mm. Let's try other people first before I give up. Yep. It's gonna have to be Cordell. Can Savage do it too? Just thought about that. No. It's a nice thought though. Well, anyways, it gives Cordell more ice time, so that's fine. This is Bruin. Oh, this is a lot worse. Um, Ren's go on 2 then. Can Ralph all go on 3? Cannot. Vika can. Moss cannot. It's Trevika. Uh, now Kaminsky's better than him. That should be everything. Let's cross our fingers on him extending with us. Again, I don't know. To be honest, I don't care enough to try to figure out the exact math of if we can afford him, but we'll cross our fingers that it's fine. All right. So, I think everybody's healthy. I'll need to adjust that later. So, might as well just look at how players did in the preseason, because I've forgotten to do it previously. So Galchenyuk is a rookie. He was over a point per game, which is fantastic. Turgeon's a rookie. 6 goals in 7 games, so nearly a point per game, which is also fantastic. Trevika, a bit low, but within range. Courtnall, very good fourth line player. He's new to us, so I don't know how he did with us. +2, that's fine. Nobody did poorly, which is great news. We'll deal with prices in a sec. Sweet. So we were able to fit him in our cap space, which means we have a defense locked for 2 year, well, 1 year at minimum. No, sorry, 1 extra year. So then 2 years at minimum. We could use his last year because we have his RFA status at the end. So that gives us potentially 3 years, but at least we control him. And yeah, that puts us in a good position. Because yeah, especially with D right now, we've been struggling to find D. The league's so weak at that position. So whoever set up the programming for prospect development, they did a really poor job, but whatever. Uh, okay, so last year's pricing. Now I can do 196. 340. 452. 635. 196, 340, 452, 635. Parking, fine. Get our lines correct. So I've gone over the 2 hours I would normally do. So I won't start the regular season. But we have not looked at our owner goals yet, so we'll take a look at that in a sec. And so because I didn't get told that I shouldn't trade players after signing them, then I'm in the clear again for that. And on that note, I'm going to need to sign a bunch of free agents to fill all those spots. So we've got 12 spots already. So we'll do that next stream. Cool. What's next? Oh, yeah. Owner goals. So what are our goals for this season? First goal is to win a Stanley Cup. Oh, well, thank you. That gives me lots of flexibility. Win our regular season home opener. Well, can't guarantee that, so thank you for another stupid one. Sell 95% of available season tickets this year. We can definitely do that. We averaged 98 or so. have at least six home playoff games. So as long as we can get to the second round, then that's fine. So the two bottom ones are pretty much a lock. Home opener, I, it's a coin flip. Stanley Cup is a lofty goal. I mean, it's my goal every season, but it's a bit unrealistic as an ownership group to expect that. Um, Now, having just spoken about our season ticket sales, where are we at now? Still not first place for total revenue. I can't tell if we're gaining or losing ground. Game ticket, it's not that great. Concession is best. Merchandise is close enough. Parking is best. Season ticket. So I think if I maybe did better in my first few seasons, then um, maybe I would be in first now. But so we're first place in national popularity and team prestige, which is pretty sweet. Does it tell us anything interesting at least? Yeah, it's funny. Like, I mean, what is all this information going to tell me, anyways? None of this matters at all. And how would you adjust your team? Like, I guess maybe you could adjust your strategies, but anyways. Never looked at it in this format. Interesting. Um, yeah, so that's where we'll end it for this stream. Um, then yeah, we'll get started on the regular season next one. So cool. So that's it. If you like the stream, hit the like button, share with your friends, subscribe, turn on notifications. The channel homepage has upcoming streams on regular NHL content. That's going to be this coming Friday. Um, Give me a sec. Scheduled for 1:15 a.m. Eastern. I might change that. So because of the time change, for one, I might change that. The other thing, actually, I meant to say, I'm going to be changing the schedule for franchise mode in two ways. So first way, I'm going to add a day, so I'm going to be doing it Wednesday as well. And second, I'm going to be doing it earlier, and I think it's at 10 p.m. Eastern. Don't hold me to it. I'm going to update that in the About section of the channel, so just have a look there. I'm going to start that tomorrow. Um, so sorry, I guess on stream I can't tell you, but just have a look before I guess before sometime in the evening tomorrow, it'll tell you um, whenever I get the chance to record it. So, anyways, yeah, so it's going to be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever the time is, and I think it's 10 p.m. Eastern. Uh, and yeah, that Friday stream for the 22nd, I'm probably going to adjust the time. I'll have to double check. Um, but yeah, it'll be updated on the channel homepage once I do make a change. If I do make a change, I don't know for sure I will. But anyways, and so be a pros whenever I have time or feel like it, Any comments, leave them in the comments, suggestions likewise, and we'll see you guys tomorrow at whatever time it is. Uh, like I said, just check the about section of the channel for that time. Cool. Thanks for tuning in.